What is the Ask a Black Millennial campaign about?
Okay, so Ask a Black Millennial campaign is, we started off very strong as like, what do y'all niggas care about? Like, seriously, what do you care about? Because those of us, because you have to remember, like, those of us who are in this space, like, we could be sometimes like, I mean, we still have our own free minds and we think what we think or whatever, but like, we know, we're slightly aware of what's going on. Like, you know, when the Shade Room posts like California is not going to have no more cars, you know, gas cars, it's like, yeah, well, we voted on that 2 years ago. What you guys think? Somebody found a headline and posted it and went viral. But, you know, Ask a Black Millennial is like, well, what do you care about? All these, so, because what happens is that the most popular topic ends up going pushed the furthest, right? So it's like, everybody can say, oh, we all want reparations. And I mean, I do, but like, does the average...
Me too.
But does the average...
Run me my check. Run me my check right now.
People are like, well, I remember, here's a perfect example. I remember working in the consulting part, right? And we were having the conversations with developers, and they were talking about like, yeah, we're gonna do housing with no parking spots because millennials don't want to drive. I said, what? Excuse me, I was so glad I was in the room, and I was in the room to be a note taker, not necessarily. I was like the assistant, not like the person talking, but I was just like, as a millennial, I just want to let you know that it's not that we don't want to drive. We want to be able to afford cars in LA.
Come on.
We want to afford the cars. And we're using Uber because it's the only option that we have, not because we just want to live a carless life in Los Angeles. Not New York.
It's a car city.
It's a car city.
It's not even just cars. The registration in LA is crazy. Right. I just got a $700 bill. Like, you know, I'm a doctor now, so I can pay it. But
Doctor being a builder.
Let me hold something.
But thinking about our community, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
You know, like I come from nonprofit, and what we were paying our employees, nobody can afford $700 registration on top of a car note, on top of this housing. The rent is astronomical in this city.
Yeah.
It's and this is why, again, we got to get people in places that can change that, right? Legislation can help subsidize some of these issues that specifically are affecting us as Black people.
Yeah.
And we
Housing
have to understand. And housing right now is definitely number one.
Get your vitamin D right here with me and get excited about your life.